Hey,
Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Yo. If you're in here rocking with us, please drop a comment, say hi so we can say hi back to you and let you know that we appreciate you being here with us on this here broadcast.
Hello.
His and Her Money
His and Her Money
is back. I'm Talit.
And I'm Ty. And again, we are from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to take dominion over your money and your life.
So come on in and say hello, man.
Hey, y'all. We appreciate you guys joining us on this spontaneous Sunday here.
Yeah.
We wanted to just come in and talk with y'all just a little bit. Won't keep you all too long, but there's some things that are on our hearts that we just want to share with you all. And we want to invite you guys in on the conversation.
Hey,
hello.
Jessica, LaTanya.
Hey, everybody.
Norca. I said that right. B. Lynn Treasures was good. We going.
Hey, Chris.
In. Here we go.
So,
the question
everybody.
of the day.
Are we a couple of liars?
Are we a couple?
Y'all
Get
like
it?
that?
We're a couple.
Couple?
Are we a couple of
We're
liars?
actually dressed alike?
Listen.
I was like, wait, did you see what I had on?
You got the head, the military headgear.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I got the military headgear.
Hey, now.
Yeah, dig. What's up, Marcus?
We got some of our pro members in here. Hello. So are we a couple of liars? So we wanted to come and just kind of chat with you guys a little bit about, our story along the way. We have been doing this for 7 years. You guys saw a post that we recently put out, our 7-year anniversary. And you guys saw our original picture. That was the original picture that we launched His and Her Money with. And you said that it was done in our unfinished basement.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people, they look at the here and now and they think this, that, or the other. And some people are just sitting on business ideas.
Yeah.
Some people are sitting on ministry ideas. They're waiting for perfection. They're waiting for the right things to fall into place. And so if you go to our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you'll see the picture that we started this company with 7 years ago last week.
Put a 1 in the comment section if you saw that post and it blessed your life. It stirred something in you. It spoke to you. It caused you to get up off your rear and do something, or put a 2 in there if you have not seen that particular post. We put it on social media.
As you come in, say hello.
And we didn't even realize that it was our 7th year anniversary.
Yeah, it was an accident.
I am so thankful.
Mark Zuckerberg reminded us.
Yes, I'm so thankful for Facebook memories because Facebook memory, you all have been a little sappy. Hey. I've been a little sappy as of lately because we're getting our kids ready for school, and our kids have not stepped foot into school in 18 months.
Correct.
18 whole months, y'all. So pray for this mama.
Pray for her, y'all.
I've been having a hard time, right? I'll probably bring it up about 5 times a day. Like, we went to go drop off the kids' school supply on last week, and my son wanted to go to his previous floor, his previous grade, because he wanted to be able to meet some of his teachers that he never got to meet in person. And we were speaking to one of them, and she was like, oh, he was such a great remote learner student and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And I don't know how I started talking about oh, wow. Thank you. I don't know how I started talking about it, but I was like, I really love being able just to walk across the room and I could see them there. It gave me a little peace of mind. And she was looking at me like I had 4 eyes. So I'm just like, these are my babies.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that to say I've been like all on Facebook memories because it's been showing me every year, like the kids' first day of school photos. So I pulled up Facebook memories thinking I'm about to see another year, a previous year. And I saw our first post.
Mm-hmm.
Our first His and Her Money post, where we were telling everybody, we're here, follow us, check out our website. And y'all, that picture, I'm not ashamed of that photo. Nope. That was the best that we had back then. Mm-hmm. And the best that we could do back then. And you could talk a little bit about how we actually got that photo done.
Yeah, a friend of ours from high school shot it in this basement, but back then this basement was not finished. It was on a camera that we just had here. It wasn't professionally edited. It wasn't a professional photographer. We didn't go see a brand strategist. We worked with what we had.
And half of our attire
came from a thrift store.
Yep.
No fashion style.
That was your clothes, not mine.
Only thing.
I have nothing against the thrift store whatsoever.
Okay.
But you looked great.
Okay.
You looked great.
I didn't have no shame in saying that's why I typed it in there.
No. One of the things about the blessing part about the thrift store for me and y'all, like I find that the women clothes and sometimes even the kids clothes can be really like worn down. So I usually find that you can find better deals, possibly on clearance when it comes to women and kids clothes at regular stores, right? But for the men, Like your dress shirts, a lot of your school attire when you were principal, everything came from the thrift store. So I was just making that clear.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
So we were making that post because all we had, even though we didn't have a professional stylist or photographer, a brand strategist, what we had was instructions from God to help set his people free financially. And so that's all we needed. And for a lot of you all have instructions from God on what you need to be doing, the gifts that he's placing you, the skills that he's placing you, the talents that he's placing you that you're supposed to get out into the earth, but you're trying to wait for perfection. And it's been 5 years.
And we didn't tell you all that we actually bartered. The person that, it was a high school friend of ours that took our picture, you fixed some furniture of his. Y'all, if you all have been following His or Her Money for a while, one of our pastime side hustles, we would take furniture from the thrift store, flip it and make money, and also help pay off our home. And you fixed his table. I don't know if it was a grandmother's table or something like that.
Yeah.
He took our pictures. We didn't have to pay him. He didn't have to pay us to fix his furniture. And y'all, we just hit the start button. Now, 7 years later, you all see we had this huge photo shoot. Y'all see the new photos and everything that went out, but we didn't have that year one. And one of my sayings that I've been telling people for years is that perfection delays destiny every single time. So many of you all are saying, oh, I'll hit start. Let me wait till January 1st, or let me wait till September 1st. Y'all want to wait till a clean month starts over. I know, because I'm that type of person. So I get it, right? But if we never would have hit start on His or Her Money, it wouldn't be here today the way that it is. And so we wanted to do this video, Are We a Couple of Liars? Because throughout the years of sharing our personal stories, some people they didn't believe us. Some people still don't believe us. Some people think that maybe our stories are fabricated. Maybe our stories are a little bit inflated. And we're here.
Or not true at all.
Or not true at all.
Maybe they're not debt free. Maybe their house isn't paid off. Maybe they don't have $1 million net worth. Maybe it's all fake.
Maybe they didn't live off one income, only had one income coming in the household that never exceeded 6 figures when they were paying off their mortgage.
Just a bunch of fakers.
Or liars.
Or liars.
And one of the things that Talon and I...
How did we get here, though? The story. How do we know that people think we're liars?
Well, I had a recent conversation with my best friend, and so as you all know, we're planting a church. Please keep us in your prayers.
Please.
And so Tyler and I are very, very, we want to be very, very, we just want to hear from God as far as where we're to go, location, everything like that. We really want to impact the people that wherever they go, that need the kingdom of God, but they also need to know life principles, right? So we're really, really being very strategic with that and just being very prayerful. And she and I were having a conversation. And she was like, yeah, people do need to see you all. People do need this in this particular area because you all are going to, show them life, real life. She said that she had a conversation with someone and they brought up our name. And I don't remember how the conversation went, but he had made a comment and said something to the fact of, I always wonder if all their stories, are they true? And it doesn't offend us whatsoever because it's not the first time that we've heard it. We've actually had some friends who said the same thing when we paid off our mortgage. You remember? And they were like, no, we actually know them. We know them. Trust me.
Yeah. They were wondering if we were telling it, but they were talking to our friends who know us outside of His and Her Money. Yeah. And so they knew that what we were saying was accurate. But some people wonder, is this stuff too good to be true?
Is it too good to be true? And I don't know. I think it just caused me to start to really wonder and think about you all. How many of you guys are on this current journey right now? Maybe you're better in your life. Maybe it's not even just in the area of finances.
By the way, everything that we said is true.
Everything. Yeah. And if you all don't know, fun fact about Ty, I cannot stand habitual liars.
Yeah.
Like I won't be friends with them. You won't see me around them. Integrity is everything to me. I was always like this even as a little girl. Like if my parents said, I promise I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, I believe that a promise was true. So we take that serious and we are Christians. Like we know that not all Christians who are people that confess themselves to be Christians tell the truth. But Tyler and I will never create a video for views to get views and to get money. For what? That's not who we are. We share our story because we want to inspire others. And so it just had us really thinking about you all. Everybody that follows us. Some of you all are currently on your journeys of just a better financial health. Some of you all are on journeys of just getting better overall in multiple areas. And maybe you have people that don't necessarily believe in you. Maybe your family and friends are doubting, oh, give her 3 months. She'll be back to her old self. just wait, this is not going to last long. He'll be back to his old self, right? But it's like, no, you guys, make them out to be liars, right? Like everybody that's thinking negatively about you, make them out to say, wow, they actually did it. And so that's why we wanted to come and share with you all. And we kind of wanted to talk about some stories that we've personally shared here on our platform that maybe seem too good to be true, but was actually true.
Yeah, like one story we told where we gave away our inheritance. Several years ago, my father went home to be with the Lord, and he left an inheritance, part for me, part for my mom.
7 years ago.
7 years ago, yeah.
And think about it, we started the business 7 years ago. Yeah. Our youngest was just about to turn 1 in July.
Yeah, so that's June,
2014.
Okay, yep, something like that. And so we told that story where we didn't keep my part. We gave it all to my mom. And so some people are like, wow, why would you do such a thing? You know, your dad, you know, he took care of your mom, he took care of you, blah, blah, blah. And so like when we tell stories like that, again, we're trying to change a narrative. We're trying to change paradigms, because we were able to do that because of the financial decisions that we've made along the way on this whole journey, this 15-year journey that we've been married. And so we were in position to be able to do that. We were being blessed, and we were able to turn that blessing into a bigger blessing for someone else, because this money thing that we do isn't just for us. This money thing that we do isn't just so we can feel good, just so we can exhale, just so we can feel good about our current situation. But the main reason that we do what we do with our money, and the main reason that we encourage you to do similar things with your money, is to spread the blessing all around. Nothing that God does is just for one person, for one generation. Read your Bible. He called himself the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That represented 3 generations. Everything that he does, everything that he teaches us, everything that he is instructing us to do, he has 3 generations in mind. He's not just doing it for you.
Yeah.
And so that's why we do what we do. A lot of the things that we say are out the box. We're not just typical money people. We're faith and money. We're marriage and money. We're kids and money, because all that encompasses generations. All of that encompasses thinking beyond just yourself when it comes to your money. The reason that you should get started is so that you can position yourself to influence others positively. You don't need to get your money together just so you can feel better. It's so that you can provide impact from generation to generation.
Come on. And we have to thank this video sponsor, you guys. We can't do this, honestly. The way that we run our business, we have to pay bills. Everything that you see, His or Her Money, that we do, we're so grateful for the partners that came to our company, came to our brand and said, hey, we want to be able to partner with you all. And this particular company is special to us, Legal & General America. You guys have been hearing us talk about them in pretty much almost all our videos for the past 2.5 years. Tyler and I take pride on who we partner with, and we don't just partner with everyone. And if you don't know anything about us, one of the things that we want to make sure that you have in place is your life insurance.
It's also a generational tool.
It's a generational tool. And so if you don't have your life insurance policy in place, or you don't have enough coverage, or maybe you wanted to get another quote, or you've been saying, hey, I need to do this. We want you to go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. The links will be in the description box. You have a free quote. You can actually go online, fill out the complete questionnaire that they have. You could do it all online if you want, or you can speak with someone over the phone, or you can just get a free quote. We want everyone to make sure that they have their life insurance policies in place. And so this video is sponsored by Legal & General America. However, the beautiful thing about working with this particular company is we get to share whatever we want. They don't hinder us from talking about our faith, which we're so grateful for. And they don't hinder us from being able to talk about things that matter to our heart. And so this is one thing that matters to us, making sure that you all have your financial affairs in order. So go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA to learn more.
So guys, keep building. That's our encouragement today. Some people might not get it. Some people might question the validity of the decisions that you're making to turn your financial situation into a positive direction. The question is, are you going to let those conversations take you off course, or are you going to let it go in one ear and out the other?
Yeah.
Because everybody won't get it. What we do, what we're teaching you to do, is countercultural. This culture that we live in tells you to consume, flaunt, flex, and make it seem like you have what you don't. People, for one reason they think that we might not be telling the truth is because we don't look like millionaires. Huh? We don't flex like
it's impossible.
But some people have a perception in their mind based on what they see on TV and social media as to what a millionaire should look like, how a millionaire should move. So that can't be them. And that's okay. Kind of like it that way.
Or it's impossible. How did y'all pay off a $330,000 home in 5 years on one income that never exceeded 6 figures? Y'all, it still blows our mind, but we don't have to lie. It's doable. And guess what? You can do it too.
Yeah, matter of fact, you can go to hisandhermoneypro.com and learn how to do it yourself.
Hey, we got some
made a whole
members
course.
In there. That's right. And you don't have to make a lot of money in order to win at this thing called money. And so I'm happy that you brought up the story about the life insurance policy. That was one of the most, what would I say, most fulfilling moments in my life to not have to depend on the life insurance policy, right? That's why we want to make sure that y'all have your policies in place as well too. So your family, if something was to happen to you, they'll be taken care of. But hey, we hope that they don't need to use it. But if they do, it'll be a blessing for them, right? And so your father, your mom, they were doing the right thing by putting it in place. We didn't know that we were getting that check. That check came to the house. We were like, wait, what? Mind you, we just started His and Her Money. We could have very well used the money to put on the house, right? We could have very well used the money to really jumpstart this business, but we didn't need it. We're like, no. Your mom is still alive. This is her money. Let her be able to set herself up financially to not have to worry about finances for the remainder of her life and stuff like that. And so we were able to put ourselves in a place financially where we didn't have to depend on money from others.
Yep.
Can you say the same? Right? And if you can't say the same, there's no shame whatsoever. We just encourage you to start putting in the work now. Stop saying tomorrow, next week, next month, right? Next year. None of that's promised, right? Use this time right now. Some of you all don't even have to pay your student loans right now, right? Some of you all are able to keep that money and not pay it. And some of y'all are spending that money. Some of you all are being smart. If you're a pro member, you over at His and Her Money Pro, you're probably taking that money. You're either building up an emergency fund. You're either paying money towards the principal of any of your debt, right? You're making smart and wise decisions. That's all we want you to do. And so you're going to have people on this journey. And trust me, it can be lonely sometimes. Like, dang, why y'all got to doubt us?
And that's why you need a community of people that think like you.
Right.
You need to keep coming around His and Her Money folks and other folks that's on this wave.
Right. Why do people doubt us? Why does it seem this should actually be the norm? This actually shouldn't be weird. Yeah, this shouldn't even be unrealistic, undoable, right? But it is, unfortunately, right now. And so we want to encourage you all to be the one in your family to blow everybody's mind, to say, wow, I didn't even know that you could do it. I didn't even know that was possible. You showed me something I can do, right? And so we know that we live our lives by and through the word of God, period. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, all things. And guess what? Ty and Tally didn't do this without God's help. With man, it's impossible. With God, all things are possible. Throughout the entire time that we were paying off our mortgage, we kept giving God the glory because we kept saying it doesn't make sense. Lord, we thank you. We thank you for how you're literally taking every dollar that comes into this household and it appears that it multiplies. We thank you for doing that. And we believe wholeheartedly that when you align your finances to what God says that you should do, right? When you are disciplined with your money, with how the Bible tells you should be disciplined, we know that the miraculous can happen. It's like God just starts aligning things in your favor. It's like, okay, I can trust you. Okay, I can trust you more. Okay, I want to get in with this, with what you're doing, right? And so become better stewards over the finance that God has blessed you. If the pandemic hasn't taught us anything, it's taught us that we need to do things differently. The way that we've been handling our money, we need to do things differently.
Facts. So the question is, are we a couple of liars? No. Everything we said is true. Everything we're teaching you is true and possible. Please know that on this journey, yes, you will have those that doubt you. Yes, you will have those that question your sanity. Does it take all that? I mean, why? I mean, everybody has a car payment. Everybody has a mortgage payment. Everybody has a student loan payment. Why are you trying to do anything different? Man, drown out the noise and don't lose your focus. Keep going. What we're telling you from the other side is that it's worth the struggle. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth the temporary pleasure that you're going to have while you're getting to a certain point. Because now on the other side, we get to do what we want to do, how we want to do it, when we want to do it, where we want to do it at.
We're about to plant a church, y'all. Like, God knew that this was in our future. We didn't know. We knew that we were supposed to get our finances in order, right? But we didn't know what was ahead of us. And so now we don't have to be a burden to the church. Like, that's a beautiful thing. You don't know your future. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing when it comes to your money. But trust me, the Lord knows what's in your future, and your future is going to require it. It's not an if, maybe. It is going to require you to have your finances in order. Everybody that's listening to this right now is going to require you. And if you're married, I want to talk to the married folks. If you're married, stop living off 2 incomes. Stop over leveraging yourself. No, you don't need to buy a house based off 2 incomes. Well, the bank said we can do this much because we both work. Stop doing that.
It's a setup.
It's a setup, right? Utilize one of the income to be able to pay the bill. We know that that's not always possible with everybody, especially if you've already entered into these financial commitments, right? Prior to you really understanding money. We understand that, but do what you can do. And if you're single, don't live on 100% of your income. See if you can live off 60%, 50%. Like, make it a game. See what you can do.
And use the other money to hit your financial
goals.
That's right. Whether that's building up savings, investments, or getting out of debt.
Or getting your life insurance policy. Yeah. Again, go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. You all, a life insurance policy, a term life insurance policy does not have to be expensive. And
it's pretty cheap.
Nobody should be walking around without it. So if you do not have your life insurance, and if you are married, you and the husband, you and the wife also need life insurance, even if you're not working. So that was something that even when you were working, I had a life insurance policy as well, too, as a stay-at-home mom. So that's important as well. So go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So that's all we want to bring to you guys. A little message to help you stay the course. We don't want you to get distracted.
Yeah.
We want you to stay focused. People try to knock us off. It didn't work. And we sitting in the seats we're sitting in because we didn't listen. We didn't lose our focus. And we don't want you to lose yours either. So we hope that this was helpful, guys. That's all we got for this time.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Till next time. Peace.
Bye, y'all.